everyone. Happy Saturday morning. Hey, I just got into the studio. Had kind of a lazy kind of a morning, but we have a commitment tonight and I have to get some work done. So I am in the studio for just a few hours this morning. But Paul and I wanted to come to you just kind of as a follow-up with this whole video rental, this new thing that we're going to be doing with the USB drive option. So I am going to wait. Hey, Melinda. Melinda, are you on the road? Are you back home? Are you still in Florida? I hope you had a good time over there with Mickey and Minnie and the gang. I am looking to see if Mr. MK is on yet. Hey, Cricket. So I'm hoping that Mr. MK will jump on the live feed so that he can also answer any questions. Not her. Not. Okay. All right. Okay, so you guys, we are absolutely blown away and I'm just amazed at the outpouring of interest that we have gotten since our live feed that we did this past week. All right. So I guess, you know, Paul had the vision and Paul kind of had the understanding that maybe we weren't reaching as many people as we could be with the videos. And he was really, really smart to put that, those poll questions out there and just kind of get that feedback. And boy, oh boy, have we gotten feedback and a lot of interest in this USB option for the video rentals. Okay, so I have a very short list of things and questions that people have been asking, and we just want to be very crystal clear about things and answer any of these questions that we've kind of been fielding. Okay, so the first thing is many of you have been asking, well, if I previously rented them, do I have to rent them again? No, you do not. Okay, so if you have done video rental through our Yondo hosting site, okay, so when you go to MK Quilts and you click on the video portion of the website, it redirects you to our hosting site. So hey, Mr. MK, all right, so if you have previously rented content and you would like to get that content on a USB drive, you do not need to rent the content again. All you need to do is purchase the USB stick, all right? We, of course, can go into our back office on Yondo, look up your account, see what you have previously rented. Okay, if you want to rent anything else, now is the time. I would suggest you get those mini classes, even if you're like, well, I'm not sure about that, because here is the deal. We are going to sell you a USB stick for your content. But if later on down the road you want more content or, you know, there's other things that come up, that's going to mean another USB purchase, okay? Because there's just time involved and whatnot and shipping expenses and all of that. So it's really better to bundle it all together right now. Okay? Mr. MK wanted me to assure you all that please buy only one USB stick off of our website, okay? Some of you, if you purchase if you rent everything, plus some of the freebies that we want to include on the USB drive, if you purchase everything and it does not fit on the ones that we have purchased, we're going to send you another one. Okay, so whatever you buy or rent, I keep saying buy, I really mean rent. Whatever you rent and want on a USB stick, we will make it possible for you to get everything. If that takes one or if that takes two, we will make it happen. Okay, so please only buy one. I think there was at least one of you who purchased two. We're going to give a refund on that because you don't need to purchase two. Okay, let's see what other things. Yep, I covered that. You only need one. Okay, I would highly recommend, if you did not get in on the line drawing webinar that I'm doing this coming week, that you go ahead and purchase that as well. We will put that on the on the USB drive after I finish up with the webinar this week. Okay, so if you're purchasing that, you're going to have to wait a few days because it hasn't happened yet. And, you know, I need to teach the class. Paul needs to do his magic with the editing and get that all done. So any of you ordering the USB stick plus the webinar, you are going to have to wait a little bit. That also holds true for those of you who are made it into the webinar live, okay? So if you're if you're renting more content and taking the webinar, then you're just going to have to wait a little bit until we bundle that all together and get that out for you. But you guys, I have had so many requests for that webinar. People are excited. Sorry that they couldn't get in, but really want that after the fact. Just as a side note with that, I have enough line drawing examples, so I'm not really able to accept any more. Oh, my video is flipped. Okay, my words are backwards. That is one of my pet peeves. I'm sorry, I was so anxious to get going with you today that I forgot to flip the video. So I am done accepting examples for line drawings, okay? And you guys, what I plan to do in that webinar, I'm going to try to keep it to 90 minutes. I am going to start with very, very simple line drawings, kind of the very simple ones that I use in my instruction. Then I'm going to step it up to just a little bit more intricate, just a little bit, you know, more fancy line drawing. And then I have 2 or 3 quilts for sure from people who made their submissions early that I am going to try to work into the webinar. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of different types of line drawings that I'm going to go through. We're not really going to be talking about the quilting in that webinar. Okay, so some of you have whatever your ideas are for quilting what you submitted. That's not the focus of the webinar. It's just getting you the shell, right? The visual representation of your quilt. So, but anyways, back to the USB drive. If you want that webinar, please order it up now so that we can bundle it with what we're sending you on the flash drive. Okay. There will be some freebie stuff on there. I have asked Mr. MK to put up a couple of my most popular YouTube videos. I don't know, him and I will see just exactly how much space we have left, and I want to give you guys a little bit of free the YouTube stuff, okay? Because the whole premise of this is that some people are not able to watch my content because of internet. You know, they don't have good internet. Well, then that means they can't get my YouTube stuff either, okay? So, you know, bundling the YouTube content together, that might be something that we look at down the road, but there are a couple pretty important ones that I want on. So we're going to try to fit those on, okay? And then just, you know, it's going to be a surprise what else is on there, right? Okay, so that's that. Oh, international shipping. Okay, so we are going to work with any of you who are following me from outside of the United States. We will just need to take that on a case-by-case basis. It's going to be a very small package, you guys. It's a little USB drive, but we still need to operate within whatever the guidelines are for doing that. So just reach out to us if you're international, and we will work it out with you, okay? Let's see. All the content must... Okay, so here's the other thing, you guys. I am planning, as I travel this year, to have some of these USB sticks loaded with the content. But Mr. MK really wants you to rent whatever content you want. Still has to go through our hosting site. Okay, that's really, for us, that's the easiest way for you to have an account, for us to know who you are, for us to know what you've rented in the past, and keep track of everything. Okay, so even though I'm going to be traveling and have the USB sticks right with me, please rent what you want through the website. And then if you catch me on the road later this summer and fall and I've got it with me, then we can do it that way. You know, the shipping is included with the price of the flash drive, so we're happy to do it now, but I will also be offering this, of course, now for the rest of the year. All right. Ariando, what do you call it? Subscription that Paul and I have been using. We just renewed that, so all of this is probably not going to change for a while, so just keep on renting. Just purchase the USB drive. We recommend that you get whatever that you want, because if you want more down the road, it's going to be another purchase. Okay. So I think that was the main things. I can send the whole library. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm just going to wait for a second. If there's any questions that I haven't touched on, I'm just going to kind of back up here on the screen. Let's see if anybody has any questions. All right, I'm just looking for questions that I may have missed. Mr. MK has been pretty good about answering those. So you guys, thank you. I mean, seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I've said it so many other, it's breaking up badly. That might be an internet thing. I don't know if it's on my end. But I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm so thrilled and just so happy that what I have put together has been helpful to so many people. You know, Paul and I were talking about it last night. The actual way that we've bundled my videos, they're not, you know, they're not spectacularly produced. They're not flashy. They're not, you know, colorful. And for the most part, I am not physically, you know, videoing myself on these videos. So they're very kind of just bare bones down to the content. But I think it's the content that clearly you guys have been wanting. If there is anybody that's on this page that is still, you know, like I am still not sure what this sim stuff is all about, I just want to reassure you that, you know, don't get caught up in what I name it or what I call it. Simulation is ProStitcher. ProStitcher is simulation. It's the same product. It's just that you may be using it a little bit differently if you're using it on a laptop. So my instruction is for everybody. All ProStitcher owners, my instruction is for all of you guys. And whether you're new or whether you feel like you're experienced or, you know, whether you're just finally getting around to updating to premium, I have got content for all of you, okay? I've said it before, my way of instructing and a few of the things that I do are just, they're a little bit different take on how I set up Pantos. My chunking video, this is just kind of the way that works for me. There may be other ways and other techniques out there and different things that Handy Quilter teaches. And none of that is wrong. None of that is bad. This is just my way after 10 years of doing this, the MK way of how I quilt in my studio. And again, you guys, this is how I quilt. What I teach on my videos is how I do it here in the shop. So that's what I got. Again, I'm so happy that it's been helpful for you all. Okay, so Mr. MK is working today and through the weekend and the early part of next week to get this all ready and get them out the door. So again, the only people really are going to have to wait a little bit extra are those of you who want the webinar. And, you know, hopefully that's most of you. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm in the studio just for a few hours. I got some quilting to do. I have got to work up those line drawings for my class next week. I'm super, super excited about that. So, when I will see those of you next week, and I'm sorry if I'm breaking up. I'm not exactly sure. Normally, I don't have that problem. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and until next time, if you want me to check out your PC and connectivity, let me know. Well, I'm doing this from my phone, Mr. MK. Anyways, hopefully you can go back and review it. Maybe Paul can do just a little recap of what I've covered and do it as a post for me. Okay? All right. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And let's see. I think I'm wearing, oh, my shirt's backwards. That's right. That's right. I was going to say I'm wearing the shirt today from my studio to yours. Happy quilting. Bye-bye.